We are starting a brand new podcast with Sister Song. It's called Fuck, Marry, Kill. Who knows the game? Woo! Great. Well, for those who do not, basically what you do, normally you play with 3 people, but we're going to play with I just spilled a glass of water at my feet. Sorry, y'all. We're going to play with concepts, like fuck, marry, kill, Joe Biden's dentures, a fart, Jimmy John's. Stuff like that. And so we're going to play Fuck, Marry, Kill with our wonderful guest, who is Dr. Tanya Bass. She is a sex educator. Yes. She runs North Carolina Sex Conference. She's an overall badass, a professor, and we're going to be talking about all things sex ed. And so the premise of this podcast, at the beginning, we play a game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, and then we get into why everything is reproductive justice. So we have an episode on environmental justice. We have one on birth justice. We are talking about all the intersections of talking about issues through the lens of families, babies, mamas, and communities. And I want to welcome Lori Rowe. This is our producer. So thank you so much for being here for our very first live taping of Fuck, Marry, Kill. We're going to get to it. All right, Tanya, you ready to play Fuck, Marry, Kill? That's good.
Ready.
Yeah, you are. All right, Fuck, Marry, Kill, your high school sex ed teacher, dental dams, and trying to masturbate while visiting your parents.
The pressure of it all. I'm gonna marry masturbating at my parents' home.
My mom's here. I hope you didn't hear that.
Sorry. I'm going to fuck in a very hard way dental dams. Give them a try. I know we're not using them a lot. And sadly, kill that PE teacher, because my sex ed was not the best.
Whose was? Well, me and Lori were just talking actually about, apparently you can use dental dams, like when you're shaving your head to catch the hair, you put it over the sink. So it has all kinds of uses that have nothing to do with what it's supposed to be used for.
My partner gets mad at me all the time because I don't do that. And they're like, why didn't you use the dental dams? That's what they're for.
That's what they're for.
Use them.
Yeah. Okay, so let's jump into some questions. So I wanted to know, what do you think is the state of sex ed in this country?
Good question. So thinking about the state of sex ed, I feel like it's 2 hands in a sense. Like on one hand, we're evolving and we're seeing a lot more of queering of sex ed, a lot more inclusive sex ed, a lot more Black and brown sex educators. I know y'all are out there. And being able to center the most marginalized and being able to uplift the experiences of communities of color and BIPOC communities, et cetera. But on the other hand, we're still seeing the trend with racism, misogynoir, ableism, like even seeing how we're banning books that aren't even in a sex ed class, but related in some ways in a sensual way, or just by the author being banned because of their identity. So we've come a long way. I think we're making spaces, but we still have a long way to go. Shout out to all the folks too who are looking at their curriculum with a lens of diversity, equity, inclusion. Just kidding. But no, being looking at from a culturally appropriate, age appropriate, and not just taking the curriculum and reading it and not owning it and not making it appropriate for the audience that they're working with.
All right, since you brought it up, fuck, marry, kill, diversity, equity, inclusion.
So I am going I think I want to fuck hard and long inclusion. I think that's important. I think we still need to marry equity. And I don't know, it's hard for me to swallow diversity, so let's just kill it a little bit because people don't even know what that means anymore. So let's just kill it.
That's kind of how I feel, yeah. Yeah.
Can I get some love out there?
That was a hard one.
So how do you feel like a lack of comprehensive sex ed is impacting not just our youth, but our adults? Because I know that we're always talking about young people needing to get sex education. It's so important. And also the amount of adults who are walking into adult life, starting their sex lives and knowing truly nothing about their bodies and the bodies of their partners is terrifying.
Absolutely. It's a generational cycle around education. And number one, sex education is lifespan learning. It's not just for the young, It's not for the kiddos. It's for all of us. As we continue to grow and learn, we grow and learn in our own sexuality.
And our bodies change as we age,
Bodies
too.
change. This stuff your mama doesn't talk about that we need to start talking about and being comfortable talking about it. So I think comprehensive sex ed is something that we have to take out of just the idea of the classroom, but worldwide. Having conversations in our home, having conversations in our faith communities. I think having conversations with your peers or your squad or whoever, that's important. And so if we have comprehensive sex ed in those places, it will make less shame, less stigma. I was in a workshop, I think it was Candace doing the hip hop workshop, and she even talked about like people not having conversations or being able to share that they had an abortion, which could be something that could impact somebody else through that lived experience and sharing that story. So I think we have to think about it beyond just a teacher teaching and that it's across the lifespan.
You know, it's funny, I feel like we talk about sex all the time, and also we don't talk about sex ever. Like, I'm thinking about in college, me and my girlfriends, like, we're always talking about, okay, so who do you think is cute? So who do you think is sexy? Who are you gonna go home with tonight? But we never had the actual nitty-gritty conversations about, you know, what does pleasure actually look like for you? How do you ask for what you want? How do you talk about what you want? And more than that, also things like the first time, I didn't know that people kept their pubes. I literally thought that everybody was like hairless down there. That's what I thought. I thought
Everyone's
everyone
a
had
mannequin.
right. Yeah. I was like, everyone's a naked mole rat down there. I have to be a naked mole rat down there. It took me well into my 20s to realize that, like, oh no, you can do whatever you want with your pubes.
I mean, think about it. The way we've been socialized, everybody has their own story and their own experience around their body. So you're talking about having pubes or not having pubes. It's really how we've been socialized. And then if you get to college or another environment, it's like how those people have been socialized. You think everybody doesn't, and then you realize somebody does, because now you've experienced another role in sexualization, and especially around pleasure. Yeah. We don't even talk about how we like our mac and cheese. Do you like it with a sauce? What is that, a roux? Or do you like it just sprinkle the chunk of cheese and let it do what it do in the oven? I'm going to do what it do in the oven, but I know what I like.
You're wrong for that.
And I can talk about that. I mean, listen, we don't need a sauce. It's going to sauce it up in the oven.
I'm a sauce girl.
All right, so I got another question for you. You teach at a historically Black university. How does sex ed look different in Black communities?
We got some HBCUs out there, HBCU grads, HBCU.
I see y'all.
I see y'all. Okay. Yes. First of all, Eagle Pride Amplified. Secondly, I mean, I do teach at North Carolina Central University. I'm proud to say that. I think I am the only human sexuality course specific on our campus. We have had a 25-year run with a peer education project with students on our campus called Project Safe. So I think, and then we're one of 5 HBCUs that has an LGBTQ center. So I think and what we see on our campus is being able to talk about sexuality in its wholeness and being able to center the experiences of the students when we talk about it. I do try to stay up to date with music, with what's on TV, and bringing that into the classroom so that it feels more real to them. Having them tell me what's going on in their world. I mean, I got chapters 1 through 17 right here. But to make it real for them, that's what's really important. Having guest speakers come in and talk about RJ, like Simran, it's just really talking about their lives, what's happening in the world, and the experiences from the past and what their future might actually look like.
That was my favorite thing about getting a chance to guest lecture your class, was that those students seemed so comfortable with you. Like, to see young Black men, women, trans people sitting there and being like, yeah, Dr. Tanya Bass asked me if I masturbated recently, and we talked about it. Like, not like so directly.
Out with masturbation.
But we talk about masturbation.
And that's how you destigmatize things.
Yes.
Let's go.
Right, I studied gender and sexuality studies in school, but I don't think I had a professor like that who I would talk about masturbation, would say the word penis in front of. Like, I would never. But you are that professor. You are that person who makes it truly and honestly destigmatized and makes an open space for young people who are experiencing their sexuality, sometimes for the first time, to really be safe in there.
I love it. The one thing I've noticed in my class, and not saying like, oh, I'm the best teacher, but I do my best.
Well,
I try to have my heart in it. I've had people be able to go on fall break and come out to their parents. students, when we're talking about intersex bodies, that they come out and disclose in the class that they were intersex. So it's just an opportunity to, I guess I use the word liberate in the classroom as well as educate.
Because that is a really liberating relationship, to have an adult that you trust and can talk to, and who's a trusted individual, and who's like, hey, here's some information. Because like, I talk to my friends, but like, my friends know what they know, and like, we're limited, you know? So it's like, that's important, that perspective.
Absolutely.
My friends don't know shit.
Yeah, I was like, check, you can talk with your friends, but check the sources, get the facts too.
Where'd you get your facts, buddy?
Google.
Can you tell us just a little bit about your journey? I realize we barely gave you an intro. I want to know a little bit about your journey as a sex educator and becoming a professor. Just give us the TLDR.
So I did say that I attended NCCU. I started majoring in nursing because I thought that's what I wanted to do. Quick story, I always say my mom's, and a part of my mom's and my RJ story started because my mom wasn't able to finish or even finish her application for nursing school because she was pregnant with me. She never told me I needed to be a nurse, but I always felt a little bit of a burden. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to NCCU, I'm gonna be a nurse. Not my path, not my journey. Changed my major to public health, didn't look back. But as I was doing public health, it was like so non-sex positive. And it's important to talk about prevention, but we really didn't talk about like why we do the things we do or how we're sexual beings. So I continued my education in that way, and then I always wanted to teach there because I wanted to be the professor I did have and I didn't have on campus. So that's how I landed there. And then finally starting NC SexCon. I love conferences. Aren't y'all loving Let's Talk About Sex? And so in 2016, after experiencing some great conferences, I decided to found my own conference. And it's been going ever since.
There you go.
Give it up for NC SexCon.
And it's amazing. Y'all should go. North Carolina Sex Conference. It's incredible.
Thanks.
So how do you feel like sex ed goes beyond just sex and kind of impacts our entire lives?
Yeah. I think that's the thing. Like, we don't talk about our senses. We don't talk about intimacy. We don't really talk about the things that bring us joy and pleasure, or like, I'm looking at your shoes, how fuzzy. Like, I want to touch them because I know they're soft. That's part of my sexuality. You know, we get into the mechanics of anal, vaginal, oral, AVO, or then we start talking about kink and BDSM. And all of those things are important, but we really need to have a conversation about things that we like, things that we don't like, our traumas and things that have impacted the way we receive one another. And I think even the ignorance that we have. I think a lot of the homophobia, transphobia, and even certainly racism comes from people not having knowledge and experience of something that doesn't look like them or sound like them. So when I talk about sex education, it's the wholeness of the sexual being.
Yeah, and really taking pleasure out of the context of sex, I think, is so, there's so many ways to experience pleasure in your life. I remember going to a trauma-informed, like, kind of sensuality, sexuality conference, and it was talking about, you know, like touching your wrists, touching behind your ears, just all these spaces that you can touch your body in all different ways that's pleasurable, that's sensual, that doesn't need to be like beating your meat. I mean, you can also be beating your meat.
You can beat your meat.
But there's lots of opportunities and ways to touch yourself in that way. And I think that something that was so missing from my sex education was that sex is fun and pleasurable, and it's supposed to be fun and pleasurable. I feel like I only ever knew that it was scary, that it was gonna get me pregnant, it was gonna get me chlamydia, it was gonna get me dead. It wasn't gonna make me enjoy myself. It wasn't gonna bring pleasure into my life. And that's something that I think Let's Talk About Sex does so well, that this is about joy and this is about pleasure.
Like when you said sex can be pleasurable, so can putting on some scented lotion if you really like the scent. I love lotioning my body. It is so amazing. It is my time for me, and it feels great. You can have pleasure that way.
Sure can.
That's beautiful. So let's talk about sex. It's about joy, it's about pleasure, but it's also about all of you. So we want to go out to the audience and talk to all of y'all about, we want to ask you some fuck, marry, kills, and then we also want to see if anyone has some fun, embarrassing, funny sex stories that they want to share on the mic with the audience, for the camera, and for the world.
So we're about to come to you.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to do a fuck, marry, kill?
Uh-oh, I see somebody back
All
there.
right, I see someone over there.
I'm coming to you.
Be careful.
You have a mic right there? Just kidding. You're coming to me.
Nice.
That was so smooth.
So smooth.
Hey. Who are you? Tell us who you are.
This is not on. Oh, yes, it is. Good evening.
Hey.
I am Dr. Tracy Gilbert, an independent sexuality educator. Oh, I forgot y'all can hear me too. And a first-time conference attendee. And I'm ready. What we doing? Oh, you giving me one? Am I giving you one? What we doing?
Yeah.
We're giving you one.
Yeah, we're giving you one. I guess if you wanted to ask one back, that could be kind of fun.
That's why.
All right, so fuck, marry, kill. Taking a sex toy through the TSA scanner, the most recent porno you watched, and the person you lost your virginity to, whatever that means for you.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so I'm definitely fucking the toy in the TSA. I think that's a good time. Don't tempt me. And I'm a troll. I'm here for it. Freak everybody out. The first person you had your sexual debut with, and what?
The most recent porno you watched.
The recipe. It's been so, okay, I'm telling a lot of my business. It's been a long time for me since I watched porn, especially because I watch it professionally, so it's like, not really, so I'll go ahead and kill that part of the thing, and then I'm married. Oh, God, I forgot.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yikes.
I'm marrying the porno. We're gonna marry the porno. We're marrying the porno. We'll kill the ex. The end.
The end.
Well, I got a question for you if you want to answer it.
Oh, sure.
Do you have a best funny or embarrassing sex story that you want to share?
Yes, she does.
See, the thing is, sure, I can share this because I'm grown. So speaking of my sexual debut, tomorrow makes 23 years of the date of my sexual debut.
Congratulations, happy anniversary!
I love that you remember that.
Let me tell you, the only reason I remember it is because, unfortunately, it's also the same night that Aaliyah died. Yeah, kind of.
Well, shit.
Yeah. And so that night I had actually flown to visit my first love, and we were at the Spaghetti Junction, if you know that spot. Told me about the passing of Aaliyah. We go to his apartment, and I'm kind of like, I'm not quite into this right now. Megastar just died. I just got off the plane. We ain't done nothing to get me there. And it was still kind of like, well, I thought we was going to do our thing. We're going to do our thing. And so I gave in, but that's okay. Where it gets interesting is that so this is a cautionary tale for folks in the room, because I was not quite, ready for the ready. The whole experience ended up being physical trauma, such that the entire week was like, stay away forever, because we did not just simply get things going. And then to make it even crazier, it happened on a deflated air mattress, like the single, not the cute queen size ones now, but just the nice, which was deflating. And then 2 weeks later, we found out, because there was this real funny smell, that there was actually a dead body down at the end of the hall that had been there.
No, there wasn't. Whose body?
I don't know. I don't care. But yes, I just said we killed him, so it's dead anyway. Thanks.
A night to remember.
We gotta give love to Tracy, please.
I take my happy anniversary back. I take it back.
A night to remember, though.
One hell of a story. Thank you.
story.
Thank you. Who else wants to come up here and answer a fuck, marry, kill?
Are you ready? You're like running for it.
You started walking. That's good.
You better walk.
Yep.
Hi, you want to introduce yourself? Tell us who you are.
Sure. My name is Sherelle. I'm from New York, from the Bronx. Reborn in DC, been here for 17 years, and I'm with Harriet's Wildest Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So fuck, marry, kill. Letting your pet stay in the room while you're having sex. Flavored lube/condoms. And dirty talk.
Oh, that's so boring.
Oh, sorry. We had tentacle porn in there originally. They told us to take it out.
So kill the pets. Definitely kill the pets in the room.
Why you gotta kill the pets?
Kill the pets in the room. What were the other two?
What'd you say?
What were the other two?
Oh, flavored lube/condoms and dirty talk.
Marry dirty talk, and then fuck the lubes.
Yes,
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
But the pets though, I'm a little.
Yeah, I'm black. We don't do that.
No dogs and cats were harmed in the making of this fuck, marry, kill.
Thank you for your
Thank
authenticity.
you.
I got a question for you. Stay up there.
Sure.
What's something that you wish your sex ed had taught you?
Oh, masturbation. Yeah, even as an adult, that's not something I do too often, because I just wasn't taught that it was okay to do it. And also, I'm kind of lazy. It's too much work. I would prefer someone else to take care of me. But yeah, I wish I would have learned to do that at a younger age so I could be better at it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear that. I was having sex for years before I started masturbating. That's crazy. That
Yeah.
is crazy to not know your body like that.
Yeah, I didn't start until I was in my 30s.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, you are free tonight.
Yeah.
You go.
Go ahead. Actually, get out of here.
And
You got
masturbate.
masturbation to do.
Do I just like introduce myself? I feel like so. I'm Adrielle Collins. I am a sex therapist in Dallas, Texas.
All right. Fuck, marry, kill. Threesomes. Speed dating. Sex in a car.
What was the first one?
Threesomes.
Threesomes. So fuck, marry, kill. Fuck, threesomes.
Ew.
Ew, yes, fan of those. Marry. What were the other two?
Oh, speed dating and sex in a car.
Kill speed dating and marry sex in a car.
Yeah.
Marry sex in a car.
We see you. We see you.
I love that. So tell me, what does good sex ed look like to you?
Good sex ed, it is pleasure-based, it's empowering, it teaches people how to have self-esteem, it teaches people confidence. It goes more than like how to not get pregnant and how not to get STIs. I think that good sex ed teaches people how sex impacts every part of their life, and sex is enjoyable, and we are all sexual beings, and that should be celebrated.
That part. I love that a sex therapist got that question because you had an answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, we got another one. And another one.
I was gonna say,
Hello.
I'll be so real with you. I don't have that many other fuck, marry, kills, but if you got something to say, you got something to say.
I just want to say I love you all. Thank y'all for coming up. I want to answer this last question about what I would like to see in sex education. For me, I think that, I just learned probably 2 years ago how actually big the clitoris is. Okay, ladies, the clitoris
The
is
clit
huge.
is lit.
It's
it's
big.
got all those hidden parts?
It got all the hidden parts.
Yeah.
And they don't teach you about your vagina. You have to learn about it as a woman. You have to learn about it yourself. So I would like for people to actually teach you about your vagina, like the labeling. I had some girlfriends. I was like, do you actually know like the parts of your vagina? And they don't. They don't.
Everybody thinks the clitoris is like this little button. They don't
Yeah.
think about like, I'm gonna call them the legs, the arms, whatever you
Yeah.
wanna call them, that extend into the labia and in the vagina. So,
Yeah.
boom, bam.
Isn't
there
that what
it
the
is.
G-spot is? Like, it's like when you're hitting the inside clitoris.
No, the G-spot
part?
is like up.
Oh, G-spot. Oh.
It's all the way. Well, when I listened to this podcast, and they said that you can actually see your G-spot if you put a mirror in front of you, and it's only a knuckle in.
Well, look at here.
Amazing.
Give it up for Goody because she brought her clitoris.
The clitoris.
Looks like
And give it up for the clitoris.
That's all I
Louder. It works hard, damn it. Thanks, Goody.
it looks like the creature from Stranger Things. Every time I see it, I'm like, the Demogorgon.
Thank you all.
Love it.
Yeah, I would let that abduct me if it were an alien.
Do we have another one? Come on down.
We're out of questions, so I just want to hear what y'all have to say.
You out of question?
I mean,
You can repeat.
This is my first time to a conference, so this is dope.
welcome.
I do podcasting too, production podcasting, so I love this. This setup is a vibe. What should I? Fuck, marry, kill. I want to keep Najee in the room, my pet. I want to keep him in the room. I don't want to kill the pet.
You gotta, don't kill the pet.
No, I like sex in the car. That was dope.
Okay. We have a fuck, marry, kill for you. So
We got a new one?
The Madonna one, right? Yeah. Okay. So fuck, marry, kill. Dominican lesbian vampire Madonna, Vogue Madonna, or Like a Prayer Madonna.
Damn. For real? Why Madonna? Let's do Lil' Kim or some shit.
Hold up now.
Hold on.
All right, damn, all right. Maybe a mixed Madonna. Let's do, I would marry the vampire Madonna. I don't know why. I like True Blood. Damn. I don't want to kill the God, so we want to do something with the prayer Madonna. We're gonna put that in the middle. And what was the other one? The last one? The other
Vogue Madonna.
Vogue. Damn. Y'all doing okay? Shit. God, I'm sorry. So Vogue Madonna in the middle and prayer Madonna, you gotta go last. Sorry. So we gotta kill prayer Madonna, Vogue Madonna would date or fuck, and then marry the Dominican.
She was just, she was like hanging out with Toshika all the time, and like she was just being a vampire in her. She's like
Yeah, I
pretending to
gotta
be
marry the
Dominican.
vampire. I gotta like that shit. I like that shit. Hey, if y'all need a producer, hit me up.
Do you have a funny or an embarrassing sex story you want to share?
Hell yeah, okay. So, this is crazy. Okay, so I met my fiance during protesting, right? And she was straight, so you know how that shit go. So I met her during protesting, and she had a boyfriend. I'm sorry. And, well, she had a half boyfriend. I don't know what they was doing. But, she had a half boyfriend, and he was protesting and stuff with us. But, they end up breaking up, and we end up finding our love story during protesting during 2020. And, we got engaged in 2021, and I don't know where that boyfriend went. So,
Or do you?
yeah, he's in Maine last time.
This my friend, y'all. She be lying. Kyra, stand up. Kyra is the co-founder of Anytime Black Lives Matter. We just turned 10 this year. 10 years in the struggle. That's what's up. Kyra, we would always tell Kyra, like, we think you're queer, we think you're gay, like, you're obviously lesbian, you don't like these niggas just like us, we see how you do these niggas, and that's what's up. Kyra was seeing this man. They was holding hands together, going into the uprisings in 2020. Erica, I knew some shit had changed because Erica posted her little stud picture on Facebook and was like, giving you every reason to fall. And she was under like a tree. I said, it ain't no filter, that's love. Love is the filter on that. Then they gonna come up to me. We got armed security going with us to a protest. They gonna come up to me 15 minutes before the protest starts with security talking about, we just wanna let you know we're seeing each other. Bitch, y'all could've told me y'all was bumping purses afterwards. But I will be officiating, singing at, and dancing at their wedding next year. The registry is open. Long live the real BLM. That other shit don't matter. Corporate shit ain't never gonna save us. It's us.
Yeah, thank you. Tell that truth. Tell that truth.
All right, come on up. Hello.
Hi. Hi, Tanya. Hi, my name is Nishita. I am a sex researcher, sex educator, a pleasure activist, all of them. My field is more neuroscience and genetics oriented. I do a lot of work with what goes on in the brain during sex, after sex, during sexual assault, after sexual assault. What does your brain have to say about non-monogamy and monogamy? So that's me.
Okay, I got a fuck, marry, kill for you, which is fuck, marry, kill. I know there's 6 of them, but we're gonna do it anyway. The love languages. Do you know what the love languages are?
You will have to remind me again, because I am missing a few of them. I had a lot of champagne. So, remind me again. You have got the touch, you have gift giving, what else?
Quality time.
Acts of service.
There's
Words of
one more.
affirmation.
Words of affirmation, okay. I would probably kill gift giving. It's too much work. I would definitely marry quality time. And I would definitely marry words of affirmation. What am I missing? I'm missing 2 more, right?
Well, you either gotta fuck, marry, or kill.
Yes, I'm missing 2 acts, 2 love languages, right?
Yeah.
Which
Which
one
one are you fucking though?
So I'm asking you, which one am I missing?
For me. I'm fucking physical touch for the obvious reasons.
Okay, we have physical touch, and what else do we have left? What else do we have left?
Oh, what else do we have left? Okay, so you said quality time. You already said gifts. You said words of affirmation. And so then the last 2 are physical touch and acts of service.
Okay, I'm gonna fuck acts of service. Absolutely. And definitely fuck physical touch. Why not? We need that. Yeah.
Honestly, fucking should just be acts of service.
That is an act of service.
Indeed, yes. It is.
What do you feel like you wish you had had in your sex education experience?
I wish I had a sex ed. We did not. We did not grow up with anything. Literally nothing. I had no idea when I was masturbating that I was actually masturbating. I had no idea what I was actually doing.
Can I ask how you learned? Like, where did you find that information that you needed?
Honestly speaking, through what the body wants and what the body needs. I had to go through a very deep cycle of trauma and abuse in my life, so I had to heal from it by myself in a very secluded society. So for me, I had to do all of that by myself, and the only way I could learn that is by reading and researching, and that's why I'm in this field.
That's what I was like, is that why you're researching
Exactly. That's why I'm researching the neurobiology of trauma, because I wanted to learn what's going on in my body.
Awesome.
To go from no sex education, knowing nothing, to here, to research on this, to here, It's unbelievable. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey y'all. I'm Alicia, aka the Passion Doula, from Philly. All right, I love Fuck, Marry, Kill, so let's go. Or timeout.
We're ready.
I love the clitoral hook. What the hook gonna be? Okay, got you.
Just hanging out, waiting for
You know, to be touched and licked, whatever.
No, you're good.
Okay.
We're ready.
Yep, we're ready, right?
Yep.
Yeah?
I'm coming off the dome right now, y'all. So, fuck, marry, kill. Oh no, I asked this one earlier. Joe Biden dropping out of the presidential election. Sex and the City ending up on Netflix recently. And BDSM.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
I'm definitely killing Sex in the City because that shit is whack as fuck. Have you watched it lately? It's hella fucking classist and horrible. They don't even do anything. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna
So Miranda of you.
I'm gonna marry Joe Biden dropping out because I could wake up to that every fucking day and be very happy and satisfied in my marriage. So then, of course, fuck BDSM. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, come back.
Uh-oh.
I wanna know, what is
I wanna have all the pleasure in sex education.
Ooh, yeah, Dr. Monique. Give it up for Dr. Monique, y'all. Woo-hoo!
Bronx in the house. So, what do you got? I want to do fuck, marry, kill, but I want to tell a really funny story.
Okay,
Sex
tell
story.
me.
We ready for a sex story?
Yes.
Are you ready for a sex story? So, I was a person of a certain age. In my 5-speed stick shift, I drive a stick shift. Volkswagen Fox parked on a corner, and I was in the car with a certain someone. Doesn't matter who the certain someone was. We had put the emergency brake down because we were, you know.
Ooh, get low.
But unfortunately, the car had rolled out into the middle of the street. And so as I was on top in the driver's seat, I originally started in the passenger seat, I was in the driver's seat, and I looked up and over and saw the truck that had to swerve around the car that was now had rolled out into the middle of the street because we had put the emergency brake down. We had to stop what we were doing, put the emergency brake down, move the car forward, and then continue that was it.
I'm gagged.
And you survived. You're alive to tell it today.
It was good. But I'll do a fuck, marry, kill. What do you got?
You fucking terrified?
No.
You were here for a good time.
Because I was having a good time. So, yep, that's all I got. So what do you have for a fuck, marry, kill? What do you got?
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Drag shows.
Damn.
Like Usher.
USHERRAYMOND.
Domino's Pizza.
Fuck the pizza. So I'm from New York. Woo! I'm from the Bronx.
All right.
And I have pizza issues that do not include. Okay, so I would marry Usher because I know how to spell. And so what? So what's the kill? Oh, kill pizza, fuck pizza, marry Usher.
What about the drag shows?
Oh. Yep. I can go to drag shows. So I can marry drag shows, fuck Usher, kill pizza.
There you go. That's in that
There
order.
you go. I can't believe y'all are out here making me do this off the dome. Like, these are not as good because I'm coming up with shit. Okay, well, I think that is just about all we have time for, but before we wrap up, I want to know, do either of you have any final embarrassing funny sex stories that you want to share? And then I got one last question for you before we hop off.
I don't think I have any I'd like to share on this moment.
That's so fair.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, I actually have one. When me and my high school boyfriend, we discovered that wax play was a thing when we were like 16. We didn't know about that. And we didn't know that you needed like special wax. Like you can't just like drip a candle on you. And he just dripped a whole candle all over my titty, burnt the shit out of me. I had that scar for 5 years, and we were so worried that his parents were gonna find out because we went upstairs, so we went upstairs, lit off 10 firecrackers, and then told everybody I got hit by a firecracker.
Wow. The cover up, the
Good cover.
Thank you. You got anything you want to end with?
Oh no, not right now.
Plead the fifth.
Yeah, plead
Well
the
then,
fifth.
Dr. Tanya Bass, I just have one question left for you.
Okay.
Would you rather get to have a one-night stand with your celebrity crush, I want to know who it is, but you can never tell anybody about it, nobody will ever know, or would you rather everyone thought you had a one-night stand with your celebrity crush, but it doesn't happen?
No, we don't need to lie. Let's go ahead and do it in real life.
You would hold that secret though? Like you would be
I would hold it till death.
Wow.
Who's a celebrity crush?
I won't say right now because just till death.
The way that I can't keep my damn mouth shut, like I would. Also, a one-night stand is one night. Clout lasts forever, okay? So.
Y'all need to know.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for being such a great audience, for being here. We're so excited to be launching this podcast. The first episode is out right now. It is all about an intro to reproductive justice, and it's with Monica Simpson. And it is on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Audible, whatever, the works. And then pretty soon, we're going to do a hard launch of this because we haven't got a chance to do that yet. So after LTAS, we're going to do a hard launch, and then we're going to have new episodes coming out every week. So keep an eye out, and thank you all so much for being here. And I'm excited to see Lil' Kim. Who's excited for Lil' Kim?
Lil' Kim!